Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Thursday the 5th of December. The Trade Minister appears to be tempering expectations on delivering a free trade deal with India. Pre-election, National promised to get an agreement within its first term. Todd McClay has met his Indian counterpart 6 times this year, and the Prime Minister had a sit-down meeting with President Modi in October. But questioned by Labour's Damien O'Connor, McClay won't confirm the commitment can be met.
Do you think the Prime Minister will be able to honour his promise to have a trade deal within 3 years?
Well, he's ambitious for New Zealand. If he doesn't, it's my fault, not his, because he's given me the job.
Blocks across the healthcare system are making emergency departments overrun and unsafe. An Auckland man says he waited almost 12 hours at Middlemore Hospital ED. Auckland emergency doctor Peter Jones says there aren't enough ward beds to move people out of ED. He's told the Herald's Michael Morra there are also issues later getting people somewhere to go, especially into aged care facilities.
How long are some elderly patients remaining in hospitals because they don't have anywhere to go?
This can be weeks or months.
Another day of watching and waiting for emergency crews desperate to resume a search for 3 climbers missing on Aoraki Mount Cook. Met Service has recorded northwest winds of more than 50 kilometres per hour. Police say those conditions mean it's too unsafe to fly, halting searches for the missing Americans and Canadian for a 3rd day. Wind is also fanning flames at a large vegetation fire being fought by firefighters, helicopters and tankers near Canterbury's Lake Pearson, which ignited about 4:30 this morning. A school camp has been evacuated with a second group on standby in case they also have to leave. Results are expected back today for a Dunedin chicken farm that's had bird deaths, with fears they could have the same avian flu identified at a large egg farm at Moiraki. The Citizens Advice Bureau says it's a serious problem that MSDs making more mistakes with benefit entitlements. The Ministry of Social Development's revealed nearly a quarter of its assessments aren't being processed correctly. It's confessed accuracy has been slipping over the past 3 to 4 years. CAB Deputy Chief Executive Andrew Hubbard says there's been 30,000 more people on income support in the past year, but staffing hasn't lifted to match that. Praise from farmers for the idea of lowering New Zealand's methane emissions target. A government-appointed panel has suggested we could lower our 2050 climate target of achieving up to 47% lower emissions than 2017 to just 15%. Fed Farmers Forestry spokesperson Toby Williams says New Zealand must do its bit, but claims even removing all our emissions wouldn't move the needle. To sport. Manchester City have lodged their first Premier League football victory since October, downing Chris Wood's Nottingham Forest 3-0 at Etihad Stadium. It snaps their 7-game winless run across all competitions. Paul Cole is through to the quarterfinals of the Hong Kong Squash Open. The world number 4's beaten Miguel Rodriguez in straight games to set up a last 8 match with Welshman Joel Macon. And golfer Stephen Alker has confirmed he's returning to Queenstown to compete at the New Zealand Open starting February. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.